Rares are forbidden, at least in this draft. Welcome everyone, thanks for joining me today. I'm Nico aka Ananda MTG, and today I'll try to draft a good deck without picking any rares. Let's jump right in. Okay, no rare draft, first edition, so I think, to be honest, that's not the biggest thing for me. Not taking that. What is the second best card of what is the best card for me to pick here? I do think Back on Track is very good. It is a reanimation spell. I can also create a pilot. This deck only works with artifact synergies. Midnight Mangler, Pactal Terror is very good, to be honest, but let's just try the Guidelight Synergist. I have a feeling that this might be the right card for this kind of draft today. Okay, no rares. Now I could take a Momentum Breaker. I could take an Earth Rumbler. I could take a Mutant Surveyor. This is just... There's also Hazard of the Dunes. Don't think that the white card is really good. Earth Rumbler is actually very, very solid. I'll take the Earth Rumbler. And now there's a Gibberic Omnivore and a tune-up. That is another reanimation spell. Return target artifact. If I do find, for example, I can somehow discard the Earth Rumbler and I can just return it with the tune-up. I don't know, but I think I wanna take the tune-up or maybe the Voyager Quick Welder. Not sure. I think the Voyager Quick Welder, just to get some kind of white artifact synergy going. Okay, now Nesting Bot, that fits the white artifact synergy idea here. And I think Rise of the Rex, Link Imitator, Tyrox, Swiftwing Assailant, I don't know. I think that is just a good card. I'll just pick it here. So, what comes next? Pick number 5. So I think we have 1 drop, a 3 drop, a 4 drop, all our artifact creatures all fit somehow together. And here is another Voyager Quick Welder, but also a Sundial Dawn Tyrant. And I think just to make my curve a little better and to have a white artifact creature, let's draft the Sundial Dawn Tyrant here. Okay. Now we have another Voyager Quick Welder, and I think that might just be a thing here. Just end up in mono white. I don't know if it keeps continuing like this. Okay, but now there's something changed. Now we can take Broken Wings, Pothole Mole, Silken Strength, Scoured Barrens. I don't know, Maximum Overdrive. That's just a very solid combat trick, to be honest. Scoured Barrens could be also a good idea. I'll just take that because that is a good thing for me to have. Broken Wings is also fine, and if I end up in green and white, don't know. I think it's a better idea than just to randomly pick a duel. But this is an experiment anyway. This is the no rare draft. So Light Shield Parry, Ripclaw, Wrangler, Burner Rocket. Burner Rocket is okay. Skybox Ferry, that may just, if I end up in the mono white idea, that can be a thing. I don't know, it's an artifact at least. Artifacts are cheaper with the Voyager Quick Welder. So having one of those just makes the artifacts cheaper. And then another one of those, sure, why not? That's the key card in my crazy uncommon deck. Now I'll take the Bestow Greatness, and here we have a Camera Launcher or a Spot Cycle Scouter. I think the Camera Launcher is just the better card. At least it's a creature. It's also an artifact. I can cast it for 2 if I have one of those 3 Voyager Quick Welders. They're also gonna make each other cheaper, so I think that idea can probably even work. It would hurt my feelings if I open a Velos Flagship or something. That would really hurt me, but I'ma stick to my plan, no rares. Waiting for pick 11. That can't be such a tough choice. Oh, okay. So I actually do have the time. This person is taking their time. All right. Pick number 11 is coming shortly here. Okay, that is that one. Gearseeker Serpent. Sure, I don't think so, but you know, we have a lot of artifacts. Maybe just take it. And here's another Voyager Quick Welder. Sure, that's my key card, making all my artifacts cheaper. Then I can cast a 2/4 for 1 mana. Goblin Surveyor, sure. So, putting that Goblin Surveyor away, putting the green cards on one. Here, okay, now I have a Guidelight Synergist. And I think mono white artifacts could just be a good thing. That is the second one. I think the idea is good. Let's just take it here. There's no other card that I really want, but it's cool. Gearseeker Serpent could be on the splash maybe, but I do think we have some strong monocolored artifact vibes here. And here's a Detention Chariot. When it enters exile, target artifact or creature an opponent controls. That is good removal. There's also Autarch Mammoth. Do we want to win, or do we just want to get some crazy artifact synergy? I think that it can also, it's removal, and I don't have any removal spells, and it's an artifact, so it can be cheap removal probably later on. This is a rare, so I don't take that, and it's black and white. Autarch Mammoth, I do feel it's a very, very strong card. 4/6, but you know, why not? Why not? Because I can, yeah. Oh, Guardian Sunmare, that hurts my feelings here. Here's the Light Wheel Enhancements and Ether Jacket. I don't know, Bounce Off. Maybe we should splash blue just for removal, or yeah, Bounce Off is a fine card. I do like Bounce Off. There's also a Gibrick Omnivore, but you know, I think we're green. If we're green on the splash, so I don't want to have the 2-drop. So I'll take the Bounce Off here. And here we have a tune-up, a Boros Land, a Memory Guardian, and a Leonine Surveyor. I think, you know, I'll take the tune-up, sure. If it's a vehicle, or the Pactal Terror, that is just good. On the splash, that is just a crazy thing. If we might end up splashing, then for the Pactal Terror. Sure, because all artifacts, and here we have blue removal and an interface ace. I do think in this deck this is a good card, but the Velohard Bike is something that enables the green splash and also then maybe a blue splash. There's also Flood the Engine, which is just solid blue removal. If we end up in just being blue and green, I think it's a better idea. And maybe another. Okay, so there's a blue and green land here, but also an Alacrian Armory, which I do think could maybe in this deck somehow good. There's also Mutant Surveyor, but I don't want that. That card is okay, I think. It's a land that enables us to I think I want that card, just to be able to splash blue and green later on. And here's a blue and white land. And that's just the best card here for us anyway. And if okay, now we have an Unswerving Sloth. That's not an artifact. And here we have another Voyager Quick Welder. We already have 4, so Interface Ace versus Unswerving Sloth. I think in this case I'll just take the Sloth, even though it's not an artifact, but it can just be a solid card in the end of the game. And here that enables us to splash black for the Pactal Terror, and I do want that land, so I don't really know how this is all turning out to end up, but you know, I think we have some idea here. So this is for sure. Sahur, I don't rare draft. No, I'm not allowed to take a rare. Here's a Streaking Oil Gorger. I don't think we really want that. We want the trip up, or maybe the spell pierce, non-creature spell. I think the trip up here, because it can be cycled. Okay, so tune up and stall out. Tune up, sure, I want the tune up. And detention chariot, interface ace. So white artifact is our theme. Don't even know if you want the Swiftwing Assailant. Well, let's see. Now there's Ether Siphon, there's Embalmed Ascendant, there's Grimbauble, Gravestalker, Velohard Bike, and another blue and green land. And I do think the... Do we really splash green? Like for Bestow Greatness, for Broken Wings? I don't know. For... We splash blue, we splash black for the... Sure, we have the Grimbauble later on. Ether Siphon, I think that might be the card. Or Spectral Interference. Or Velohard Bike, just for to nah. Like let's splash the... Let's focus on the blue. Let's take the Spectral Interference just to have some interaction here. And here's we have a Gallant Strike. I definitely like that. There's also other stuff that is good, but you know, I think if we splash then for blue. And here's a Gearseeker Serpent, but the Gallant Strike is just something that our deck definitely needs. So I think the green idea is just not the best idea. Black, sure. And Pactal Terror, if we see one more, yeah. Siphon Fuel, yeah. Sabotage Strategist, but that's double blue and our base is so white, so better just have the removal spell here. Because the Siphon Fuel, yeah, if I definitely want to play the Pactal Terror, so I end up splashing the black card, removal card that I can cast later on. Sure, there's a Stock Up. Sure, I do like the Stock Up, and here's a Guidelight Pathmaker. That sure, it's gonna get super cheap with the Voyager Quick Welders, so I'll take it. When it enters, I may search my library for an artifact card, reveal it, put it on the battlefield if its mana value is 2 or less, otherwise put it in your hand. Sure, I'll take it. It just fits. It's a good uncommon for my deck here. And here's another Sundial Dawn Tyrant. There's a blue and white land and a Right's End. And I think we don't have enough interactive spells. We have Gallant Strike. We have Spectral Interference, but on the splash, you know, not sure. So I think the Right's End is just what I want. Even though I hate to pass the Tranquil Cove here, but maybe some other one will come. Here's a Locust Spray. I don't want any of those. Guidelight Optimizer. I don't think that's the best idea. This just enters, draw a card. That can be for free with the Guidelight Synergist. Let's just give it a shot here. And now there's another stall out. Mutant Severe. Nothing really too interesting here. So I think I'll just take the best card. Or maybe the Optimizer. I don't know. I don't know if I really want the Guidelight Optimizer. I'd rather have one Light Shield Parry just to have it. Or the Gearseeker Serpent, sure. Because we are blue, definitely. On the splash here. This just makes blue and green. And this is an artifact vehicle that I can cast probably for 1 white mana. I'm not sure if I really want it. And that enchants, wow, it's also not the best card. Target creature or vehicle gains lifelink. You know, this is just filler cards here. Light Tool Enhancement's also not that good. Don't love it. I'll take the Guidelight Matrix just because of my Voyager Quick Welder synergy here, of my Voyager Quick Welder synergy here, and we found the Tranquil Cove. Sure. So let's see if blue and white uncommon and common artifact synergy can actually do something. Okay, so I made the deck. I play one Nesting Bot, 1 to interface Ace, 1 Sundial Dawn Tyrant, 1 Guidelight Matrix, 4 Voyager Quick Welder, 3 Camera Launcher, 2 Guidelight Synergist, a Siphon Fuel, a Guidelight Pathmaker, 2 Gear Seeker Serpent, 7 Plains, 4 Islands, 3 Swamps, 2 Tranquil Coves, 1 Dismal Backwater, and some removal spells. Light Shield Parry, Bounce Off, Gallant Strike, Flood the Engine, Tune Up, not removal, Pactal Terror, not removal, Right Sand, and Detention Chariot. So I am splashing black for the Pactal Terror just because of all that artifacts, and I don't think it's a very good deck, but let's just give it a shot. No rare draft, let's go. Alright, I have no blue mana source, but also no blue cards. I can not cast any. Yeah, I can cast that. Let's just give it a shot here. If we draw some white, 1 or 2 drops, which is likely because we have a lot, then this can work out. Opponent draws a card and plays a mountain, followed by a dynamite diver. Sure. Passing the turn, I drew an island, playing the island, passing the turn. Opponent draws a card. Opponent did not plan their turn in advance. Okay, passing to attackers, attacking for 1. I'll take 1 damage. Opponent now plays a plains. Okay. They are Boros. Canyon Vaulter, sure, that saddles mounts and vehicles, and then they can gain flying. When this creature saddles a mount, that mount or vehicle gains flying. My turn. So we drew that. We can play the camera launcher. Passing the turn, opponent draws a card and has this super nice psychedelic lands from I don't know, Ticket Tortoise. Sure. Okay. Road Rages my artifact creature here, going in for 4 damage. So now I play 1 black, playing the Pactal Terror. Passing the turn, gaining a life, pinging a life. Opponent draws a card. Plays a Clamorous Ironclad. Passes the turn. Okay, we drew the Guidelight Synergist. Let's play the Plains, the Voyager Quick Welder, making all my artifact spells cheaper. Okay, that's 1 life, 1 ping for my opponent. Passing the turn. Do I want to attack? No, no, no. I don't want my Pactal Terror to be killed here. And I don't want them to know I have a Light Shield Parry. Okay, they are crewing their Clamorous Ironclad. That gains flying. Wow. Okay, that hurts my feelings and especially my life count because it takes 6 life. Okay, going down to 11. I need to remove that somehow. My turn. So we drew a Plains, and now we can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can play both the Guidelight Synergists, gaining 1 life, pinging for 1, and another time gaining a life, pinging for 1. Guidelight Synergist and Pactal Terror synergy all the way. Do I want to attack now? Phew, they could kill my Pactal Terror. I don't want that to happen, so I'll pass the turn. So I think the idea is nice and some synergy is nice, but it just loses its drive very soon. Like, I don't have any more cards. These are now 4/4 flyers, but I'm at 13 life, so Light Shield Parry here. Sorry about that. Yeah, okay, that's just 6/3. Do I block? I'd love to block with 1, but I have to block with 2, and they might have this first strike trick. If they have the first strike combat trick, I'll just not block. Going in for 6 damage, going down to 7 life. So we got a tune up. We could just get the camera launcher back. Yeah, I'll just do that. Why not? Just to get something out of this. Gaining a life, pinging for 1. Okay. 5, 10, 13. They can kill none, but if we attack, then that's 10 damage for sure. 15 if they don't block, so they have to block. And then next turn they can just attack with the Ironclad. They have to block, and with the Ironclad and the Vaulter, that can attack anyway, so that's gonna be a 6 damage anyway, and that I could block with the camera launcher, so I'll just try my luck, I guess, because yeah, I have the Light Shield Parry, so why not? Okay, that's 10, 15 damage directed at my opponent. So however, they need to block with both their creatures. If they just block with 1, then I'm stupid, I guess. Okay, that's the 3/1. So I can't wait to see how what will happen here. It's a tough spot. They could kill the Dynamite Diver. If that dies, it can deal 8 damage. So if they block here like this, okay, so that's 5, 15 plus 2 plus 2. I can't make them trample. Do I want to keep that as a surprise? Because yeah, doesn't matter anyway, because he would have been at 1. So they can crew that for 3. That gains flying, and then that can attack. But then it's just 7 damage. So I think it's gonna work. I'm not sure. Okay, they are crewing it, they are saddling it, it gains flying, sure. So it is a 6/3. And that... Oh, so they are just blocking with that. Do they have a spell? 6 damage, okay. Lightning Strike, sure, okay. Fair enough. Okay, not ideal as well, but you know, I think it's keepable. Playing the nesting bot on turn 1 here. Passing the turn. Opponent is a green deck. Plays a mountain followed by a Rocketeer boost buggy, sure. And I'll play an island, passing the turn. Attacking for 1, sure. That can be crewed for 1 and made into an artifact creature. So Loxodon Surveyor, sure. That's not a very good card. They are crewing the Rocketeer boost buggy, attacking for 3 damage, sure. Creating a treasure token. I'm going down to 17 life. Opponent is at 2 speed and passes the turn. I draw a card. Sundial Dawn Tyrant, sure. I do play the Voyager Quick Welder before that, because it makes artifacts cheaper. So next turn I can just play my guy like Synergist and then another Dawn Tyrant here, which is good. So opponent plays a forest and a Hazard of the Dunes, sure. I can kill that. Guidelight Synergist and Sundial Dawn Tyrant, making all that stuff stronger. Plow through my Voyager Quick Welder, that hurts my feelings here, my friend. That's not nice. Okay, crewing that, going in for 6 damage, creating another treasure token. I go down to 11 life. So I think my crazy idea for a deck turned out to be a shitty one. But that's not a surprise here at all for me. So do I Gallant Strike? I'll Sundial Dawn Tyrant. And then I'll Gallant Strike the Hazard of the Dunes. Going in for 1 damage. Passing the turn. Oh, now I'm at max speed, but I don't have any max speed synergy. I'm sad that my Voyager Quick Welder here is gone. But you know, it's how it is. Opponent played a Thornwood Falls, gained a life, and now is playing a Fang Druid Summoner. Okay, searching their library for a Gibbering Omnivore. That means they don't have a Tarian, which is good. Crewing the Rocketeer boost buggy and the Loxodon Surveyor. I'm gonna block the Rocketeer. So I'm down at 8 life. Crazy artifact synergy doesn't work here. Opponent plays the Gibbering Omnivore. So now I can play an island. I did find a tune-up, which is good, which I do love. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll play the Guidelight Synergist anyway, because... And now I'll... pass the turn. So, opponent draws a card, plays a Thopter Fabricator, then plays a Grease Range Goblin, and passes the turn. So I can tune up the Voyager Quick Welder. Oh, it wasn't as clever as I had wanted it to be. Yeah, what's happening? Opponent needs to... Okay, opponent needs to accept that I want to return that. Yeah. So, unfortunately, here it tapped the mana so that a blue mana would be open, so I cannot cast my Interface Ace, which is kind of a sucky thing, to be honest. I don't love that. not attacking here. Next time in a situation like this, you know, this is when you learn some things about this game. Because, yeah, in that scenario, it couldn't have anticipated that I want the Guidelight Synergist, the Voyager Quickholder Synergy, no blocks for me now to work. Yeah, it couldn't have known that I want that on the battlefield, that I was thinking like this. So I could use that, I guess. I could also use, yeah, it just makes the Guidelight Synergist stronger. And searching for an artifact card, if it's 2 or less, I can put it on the battlefield. Sure. Draw a card, play a plains, play the interface ace, which is nice. So now it has some synergy working. Let's just hope I will be able to block my opponent here, because 4 damage can be assigned for sure. Grease Ranch Goblin can grow into a 3/2. I do have a good amount of blockers. They have the Lagak, but I think we're in a somehow stable position. We have the right sand here, which I do love that we have. Come on. Sure, I sure could use some card draw. Like, that's what the Guidelight Matrix is for. Lifecraft Engine, choose a creature type, creatures get +1/+1, okay. Which type? Mount, okay, Venom Sac Lagak, sure. That is now a 3/2. Opponent. So I'm able to just, I'm not gonna die this turn, I guess, sure. That is a trade I need to accept. If they wanna really trade, sure. Saddling that. That gets +3. Oh wow, that hurts, but so I'll need to sack my resolve. So I need to sack my Guidelight Pathmaker to get rid of that thing. So I'll crew that for 2. Sure. And now I have to pass 2 blockers. Block this like that and this like that. And that's unfortunately the end of my 2 big creatures. Still, I think the threat is not as big as it was the turn before. So now I can just ride Zand, whatever is the biggest threat here. I'll just not attack and pass the turn. I could definitely use something to change, but the best card I think is the Unswerving Sloth. So Grease Ranch Goblin, discarding cards, drawing a card. I can ride Zand, whatever they wanna throw at me. I can still stall them just a little bit, but I think it's not gonna change a lot of things here. Opponent crews the Lifecraft Engine, okay, so that's now a 4/4. Passing to attackers. 4/4 and 2/4 and 3/3. Wow, so I'll write and the Lifecraft Engine. I'll block this like that and this like that. So that's, I think that's the fairest trade, because I can get one off of the nesting bot. creating an artifact. Ooh, that's a dismal backwater. I don't love that. I can gain a life off of that, so but I'll just keep it here. Pass the turn. Opponent has the upper hand now, but I can kill. Well, I can kill either here. They have 2 cards at hand. Rocketeer, Boost Buggy, sure. Exhausting it probably soon. Okay, we have a Voyager Quick Welder. That's good. So we have 2/4s. Let's just play the dismal backwater here. Just, you know, just to gain a life. Passing the turn. Ooh, I attacked. Oh, I attacked. Oh, that was unpurposefully. I don't know. That was just a stupid idea. Oops. Well, I think that's the game now, because now I'm dead. That was fun. Okay, nice. Next game, play another one. That's a non-keepable hand. Not gonna keep that here. Mulligan. Okay. Don't love that hand either, but I'll keep it. Tune up. Okay. So, opponent. Wolf. Bear, wolf, werewolf. Okay, opponent plays a mountain. Passes the turn or not. Plays a dynamite diver. Passes the turn. Okay, I played a tranquil cove. Gaining a life, passing the turn. Opponent draws a card. Plays a mountain. Attacks for 1 damage. And okay. Waiting. Okay, playing the plains and passing the turn. By the way, feel free to hit that like or subscribe down below if you like the content. It helps me to continue making more videos like this. I'd appreciate it. Okay, so not much happened. Monumental Endurance. I'll just play the Swamp. Play the Camera Launcher. Sure. Passing the turn. Opponent draws a card. Plays a mountain. Plays a Kickoff Celebrations. Sure, discards a card. Draws 2 cards. Monumental Endurance. Draws another card, or making me lose life. Draws another card. Sure, it's a fine card, to be honest. Monumental Endurance. Okay, so we have a Detention Chariot. We have a Flood the Engine. Let's just play that here. Play the... I don't want to cycle that. Not now, but I'd rather exhaust that. Make a 3/3. Attack with the 3/3. Opponent takes the damage. Going down to 17 life. Passing the turn. Opponent draws a card. And plays a mountain. Plays a Races Scoreboard. Draws 2 cards, discards a card. I can exile the Monumental Endurance with the Detention Chariot. So I don't get killed by that. Raise the Scoreboard, sure. Opponent draws a card or makes me lose life. That's a nice idea. Monumental Endurance and just Kickoff Celebrations here. Draws a card, sure. I'd also draw some cards. That's a good card. So they are playing a Marauding Mako. Okay. Passing the turn. Attacking for 1. I'm not blocking. Oh, they are not blocking. Okay. They're not attacking. Okay, they are attacking. No blocks here. Taking a damage, going down to 18 life. Opponent is at 2 speed. Passing the turn. Okay, so I play a Plains and a Gear Seeker Serpent. Attacking for 4 damage. Opponent goes down to 13 life. Draws a card. So can't wait to see what they do. Mountain, sure, and definitely taking their time here. Not too fond of that. I mean they have many cards in their hand. Thunderhead Gunner, sure. That's okay, I will flood the engine, the Thunderhead Gunner, and Detention Chariot, the Monument to Endurance, I guess. So that's a key card. Working together, they can just discard and always give me damage. Sure, that is a nice deck. I'll say nice. Okay, I haven't seen that deck in that manner. Like I have seen in the blue and red, but actually this is the way it seems to work even better, just with cycling and with those abilities here. So playing an island, flooding the engine on the Thunderhead Gunner. Yes, I hope that resolves. What are they gonna do? You can't do anything, I guess. Okay. Tapping that permanent. Now I'll attack. Sure, why not? I want to attack for a lot of damage. Going in for some damage. 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, they are blocking. The Dynamite Diver killing my flyer, I guess. With the damage of the Dynamite Diver. But I can live with that. Yeah, okay. And now I'll play the Guidelight Matrix. Draw a card. Okay, Tranquil Cove. Passing the turn. Okay, we could actually win that one. I'm not sure. If that works, I'm happy. No rare draft is a fun thing to do. I love it. Let me know if I should continue this. Do you want to see more no rare drafts? Do you like that format? Then write it in the comments and let me know. I would love to know that, and I would love to create that content for you if you're interested in seeing something like that. Sure, Crash and Burning, my Sky Serpent, my Gear Seeker Serpent. That's fine. Opponent. Is there something else? They have a lot of cards in their hands, so I said we might actually win this one. I didn't say we definitely win that one. Cycling the Magmakin Artillerist, but I will get rid of that Monument to Endurance. Resolve. Sure. Draw a card. Sure. Cycling. Okay, so going in for 3 damage, I guess. Yeah. Marauding Macaw, gaining 1 more counter on that, sure. So now that also needs to go away. Passing to attackers, going in for 4 damage. I go down to 10 life. They have a lot of cards in their hand, so I need to get rid of that very, very soon. So we found a nesting bot, and we can either cast one, and I do want to cast the Detention Chariot, exile target artifact or creature an opponent controls. I think we need to get rid of the Macaw, because that can be annoying and it draws them a lot of cards, but you know, I think it's necessary that we keep on pressuring. Opponent is at 6 life. If we are somehow able, if they're not able to remove the detention chariot, and we might go in for the win. If they play a creature and we draw some removal, it's gonna work out. But they have a lot of cards and a lot of mana, so they might probably have some big and good answer here. Still, I have the nesting bot and they have a clamorous ironclad. Sure, that sucks. They can crew that for 3. So if they don't have a creature with power 3, they are not able to crew that, and that's a good thing. So now they're not able to crew that. They are able to Dynamite Diver this. So let's just, I can pay 2 for that as well. 2 and tap this, sure. Making the Detention Chariot an artifact creature until end of turn. And playing the Swamp. Attacking with both my creatures here. They have to block, they have to do something. They might have a, like, I don't know what they might have. They can pump it and then, oh, they could crew it for 1. Ah, it crews, it crews bigger. Ah, yeah, if the person who can read has the advantage. This creature sells mounts and crews vehicles as though its power were 2 greater. And now pedal to the metal, first striking the clamorous Ironclad, going in for 3, playing the Voyager Quick Welder, playing the Nesting Bot, passing the turn. I didn't read that, come on, but it's okay. I did not expect that deck or that draft to go really good, but really well. But you know, it was fun. It was actually more fun to lose like this than to lose with the deck that I was really ambitious about. So I think that format could be real fun, and if I will make it, that's just okay. They're not gonna attack, like, I think. Okay, they're gonna attack for 6, 10, 11, so I have to block. And then they can discard maybe? I don't know. So am I dead? It might look like this. Might look as if I'm dead. 6 damage for sure. Okay, I'll live with the 6. But I can block this and this. And they have a bestow greatness or something. Yeah, so that I can. Oh, but they can't assign 1 damage. So it's why was that? Why was it so strong now? I don't understand. Let me know if you got that. How got it bigger? When you discard 1 or more. No. I don't know. If you got it, let me know in the comments. I hope you enjoyed the video as much as I did making it, and I wish you a great day.